Thank you for watching, and thank you so much for your interest in my product, the BoogieTec EV Evolve 50 Top Mount Light Bracket. I'm Tommy Slayton, the founder of BoogieTec, and today we're going to demonstrate how to install the bracket onto your EV Evolve speaker. Should only take you a couple of minutes. So first thing we're going to do, when you place an order, you're going to get this. This is exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get the box with nice graphics, and on the back of it, you're going to have your 3-step instructions. Very simple. It should only take you a couple of minutes, and impossible to install the wrong way. It is poke-yoke. It can only go on one way. Remove your contents from the protected bag. Oh, we're starting the stopwatch. Okay, I'm just a couple seconds behind. So you're gonna find your bracket, and if you look closely, you have a contour that fits the cap of your speaker perfectly. That's how you're gonna tell your alignment. You also have a bag with 4 screws and an Allen wrench. So let's empty that. You absolutely want to use the screws that I will supply, because they are 5 millimeters longer than the original manufacturer supplied screws, because they did not anticipate a height difference. So the original screws will grab, but only by 1 thread, maybe 2 at the most. And the rule of thumb is for 1.5 times the diameter of the screw of thread engagement for it to properly hold. And the last thing you want to do is to strip your threaded inserts on your beautiful speakers, because these are fantastic speakers. This next step is not actually on the instructions, because it's not a step, it's more of a best practice. So what I do is put the original screws back into the bag, cinch it, fold it, pull the cap off the top of your speaker, place it in there. Now you always know where your screws are at. You will never lose them. So, as you can tell, you've got your contour on the front and the back. The contour on the bracket goes towards the back. And you cannot put it on the front because it won't fit. It'll only fit on the back. And you can tell when it's aligned, it looks like it was naturally meant to be there. So we're going to install all 4 screws now. There's going to be 3 different levels of tightening. First, we're just going to get them all started, a few threads in. Remember what Dad said out in the garage? You always put all your screws in first before you tighten anything down. Now the bracket, each hole on the bracket is countersunk. So there's an angle machined into the bracket that is the exact angle and pitch of your flathead screw. So while you're screwing this down, those angles engage each other, which will hone everything into perfect alignment. Because remember, this is an instrument of balance. So at this point, now I'm using a wrench, but I'm not tightening them. I'm just getting the screw down the rest of the way. So I just barely did it till it grabbed. So that's not tight, it's finger tight. We're going to do this with the rest of them. And while we're doing this, this bracket is centering itself, because this is an instrument of balance. And it's perfectly aligned on both axes, front to back and side to side. And now we're on the last screw, and we'll start here once it tightens up a little bit. Okay, now everything is finger tight, like Dad told us, get it finger tight. I call it a bump. It's going to be between your index finger and your thumb, and it's going to be about 1/4 of a turn. Boom, there's your bump. That is all you need. Don't need a reef on it. You don't need to strip the threaded inserts on your beautiful speakers. You'll feel it. It's a natural feel. Okay, some of them are a little bit loose, but now through there, boom. It's always about a quarter turn, maybe not quite a third. 4 minutes, 22 seconds. So at this point, you're able to put your speaker on the sub, on the mounting pole, and then your light tree on top of it. I'm going to emphasize that this is for a low temperature LED light system. And since it is a balanced design, your light tree has to have the exact same balance on both sides. So the same fixtures, or they gotta be perfectly balanced. You can't have it off center because it will put stress on it and you don't want to ruin your beautiful speakers. So thank you so much for joining. I hope you love my product. I'm sure you will enjoy it. We have a 100% satisfaction rate, which I'm very proud of. Everybody loves it and everybody says the same thing. It's simple and it's fantastic. Thank you so much.